I'm going to read a book that is called Where Does the Garbage Go? That is written by Paul Showers and illustrated by Randy Schuning. I hope you enjoy it. In our school, we're learning about garbage. Last week, our teacher told us about the way things used to be and what we can do to create less garbage and help our environment. She said that there was a time when people who wanted to get rid of something just threw it into the garbage can. They threw away old orange peels, eggshells, and food that they didn't eat. They also threw away things like empty bottles and cans, cardboard boxes, and newspaper. If kept separate, a lot of food that is thrown away could be turned into compost, which is helpful for growing plants. Old bottles and newspaper could be recycled and made into new materials. But when these things are mixed together, it all becomes garbage. Once a week, the garbage was collected in trucks and taken into the dump. In the dump, there were piles of garbage everywhere and all kinds of trash. Old tires, broken bottles, tin cans, old newspaper, and broken chairs and sofas. In summer, the food that was thrown out rotten and made into a terrible stink. Rats came to eat it, and millions of flies buzzed around. The dump was a great big mess. At one time, New York City used the ocean for its dump. It loaded its weight on flat boats called barges. Tugboats pulled the barges out to sea, and the waste was dumped overboard. Most of the trash sank, but some it floated. Often, it floated right back to the beaches where people were swimming. Ugh, yuck! Do you want to swim in a place like that full of trash? I don't think so. New York City doesn't throw its waste in the ocean anymore. It has a special kind of dump called landfill. Other cities have landfills too. Our town has one, and our class went out and looked at it. A landfill is a busy place. Trucks bring loads of waste from the city and dump it into big piles. Bulldozers with scrapers spread out the waste. Compactors with spikes on their wheels move it back and forth over it. The waste is all mashed and piled. After that, trucks bring loads of soil. The bulldozers and compactors spread the soil over the waste. The soil covers up everything. It keeps out the rats and flies. Then the landfill is ready for more waste. Then it comes more soil to cover up, then more waste and more soil, layer after layer. A landfill keeps piling up. It gets to be a little mountain. This is how a landfill looks like. So you can see that there are layers of waste and layers of soil. One layer of waste, and then a layer of soil, and then a layer of waste, and then another layer of soil, and so on. When the last layer of soil is spread on top of a landfill, grass and trees are planted on it. The landfill becomes a park or playground. Then, the city has to find a new place to dispose its garbage. Garbage never stops piling up. What is in our landfills? What do you think is in our landfill? 30% of waste is food and yard. 18% is plastic. 15% is paper. 11% is rubber, leather, and fabric. 9% is metal. 5% is glass. And 12% is odor. Some cities try to get rid of their waste by burning it. they build big furnaces called incinerators and burn garbage and trash in them. The heat is used to warm stores and offices. It is also used to make electricity. When incinerators burn our trash, they don't really get rid of everything. There is leftover ash that still has to go to a landfill. Sometimes this ash is toxic or harmful, and sometimes the smoke from incinerators pollute the air with harmful gases. Today, cities are having a hard time finding places for new landfills. Waste keeps piling up. People keep throwing things away. They throw away too many things. Some of the things they throw away could be used over again. One way cities make less garbage is by recycling. Recycling means making trash into something new instead of throwing it away. Almost half of the trash we threw away could be recycled. Look for this symbol on glass, paper, metal, and plastic containers that can be recycled. Have you ever seen this symbol before? My family tries to recycle as much as it can. We turned all fruits, vegetables, and grass clipping into compost for our yard. We keep garbage like glass bottles, aluminum cans, newspaper, and foil separate from the other food waste. When we put the cans and bottles at the crop, we piled all newspapers beside them. We flattened our cardboard boxes and pile them next to the newspaper to be picked up for recycling each week. When the garbage truck comes, it picks up only the garbage and it takes it out to the landfill. Other trucks come from the bottles and cans and newspaper. Those things don't go to the landfill anymore. Our city sells them to factories and mills for recycling. Paper mills chop up old newspapers and turn them into new paper. Aluminum factories take aluminum cans and foil and melt them to make new cans and rolls of foil. Glass bottles are ground up and melted to make new glass bottles and jars. Even plastic can be recycled. Plastic factories chop it up and turn it into things like flower pots and park benches. Our teacher says recycling is a good start, but we must do more. We must stop making as much waste. We must stop throwing so many things away. We need to find ways to use things over and over again. That's what we have done at home. We used to bring our groceries home in papers and plastic bags. When we emptied the bags, we threw them away in the garbage can. When we did that, we were just making more waste to pile up in the landfill. We have stopped doing that. Now we use reusable bags. They hang on the kitchen doorknob. When we go to the supermarket, we take our reusable bags and put our groceries in them. Our reusable bags are strong and hold a lot of groceries. We use them over and over again. What can you do to help the environment? Maybe you can start separating your trash from the recyclables. Or maybe you can use a reusable bag to go to the grocery. Thank you for watching me, and I hope you remember to use the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, recycle. See you later!